It's been 2 weeks since I made a video about my friend Patrick. He passed away in December, unfortunately. And I have a project that I've started to officially publish, release, distribute his original music that we worked our whole lives on, basically. Um, I just wanted to update how that project is going. It's tough as I'm navigating all of this for the first time. And number one priority in my mind is to respect my friend and especially respect his family and friends. Um, Everyone that is closest to him. I absolutely want to respect them, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. So the I have where I am on it is I have requested to, first of all, let me say that I'm gonna plan out this whole project. I think what the project will end up being is for me to release an album's worth of original material that Patrick and I have worked on and recorded together already. I don't think I want to add additional tracks or just have whoever, even myself, like play over stuff that was recorded, because this is about preserving his legacy. I want to preserve everything that has been recorded. And to me, that's going to mean the first step to doing that is going to be to collect all of the data, all of the recordings, and in this situation, there are a lot of tracks. There are a lot of recordings that even just I have. So I have several hard drives here that I've saved for some reason. I love throwing things away. I love deleting things. Patrick knows this. I'm the delete and throw away guy. So I have those three internal 3.5-inch drives. I have this Western Digital backup. I have no idea what's on all of these right now, but I think right now I'm forming the idea of a 10 to 12 song album being released on the 1 year anniversary of Patrick passing away, which is December 21st, 2025. Now, that is the goal. I've been talking with people who are more experienced in project management and business. Actually, my therapist was a data has experience in data analysis, and she gave me a great tip for a timeline. She said, "When do you want this project to be finished?" And I said, 6 months. I think 6 months is a good target to finish this project. She said, "Okay, so what if you take that 6 month deadline and actually make it to where you're only gathering all of the data in 6 months, putting together all of the outlines, everything that needs to be done, collecting all the hard drives, getting all the tracks and information off of all the hard drives. How about you do that, make a deadline to only accomplish that in 6 months?" And I think that is right on. That is a great target. I want to follow that. Luckily, this project started basically on the 1st of January. It's all very uh laid out and really clear. It's just working out that way. So I guess July 1st is the deadline to have all data collected, all tracks worked out. Um, I think our number one hit song from listening to all the songs. I have this. I have looked through the latest backup of Patrick's folder that I have. It has two folders in this one folder that was like the best of the best, and it was gonna be an album that we were gonna release and didn't get around to it. It has two subfolders within that folder. It has acoustic, and then there's probably 7-10 songs in the acoustic folder, and then it has new stuff, which is, it has a lot of song titles that are like a lot of electronic loops, and the titles are like JK. It was like someone just hit the keyboard a whole bunch. So what I'm really trying to focus on is the songs, and more specifically Patrick's voice. And so there's a lot of great stuff in that acoustic folder. I'm gonna look through it all and take in all of the data. I have had a producer reach out to me who was working with Patrick more recently, and this is something that I need to figure out as I manage this project, that there are a lot of people who have worked with Patrick on a lot of these songs. So I think our number one hit song, as I'm going through and sifting through everything, it's called Breakaway. And I can play you a little clip of that. I'll insert it into this video.
When my thoughts are not clear, makes me want to break away, break away. Watch out for bad weather, trust in self and find your way.
But basically, it looks like going through the project files it started as a project called Ross and Pat from when I was in audio engineering school in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, a school called SAE. I think it's SAE Institute, but I think that was I wrangled up Patrick as part of my college audio engineering program. I got him to come into this school studio, which was incredible. It was like a broadcast. They got this whole entire Neve board from a broadcast radio studio, and like definitely only some of the channels worked, because I guess in the broadcast studio they really need to make sure one channel works. They're not recording like an entire band with a ton of microphones. So this Neve was awesome. I want to say it was like a 80 something series. I think they have like 4 digits, and but anyway, I have a track in the breakaway session that's titled Calrec. There was a Calrec microphone used to record Patrick's acoustic guitar that I looked up, and it's like a cool like broadcast microphone company. Let me know in the comments down below if you know anything about Calrec microphones, but Definitely the engineer teacher on that session like offered up his like this is a cool interesting microphone. We recorded it on some really cool gear in a very professional studio. So the point is I want to preserve all of that. I have all those memories. So I was I a producer reached out to me soon after Patrick's funeral where we had a awesome celebration of his life, and said, I've been working with Patrick recently, and he's on board with helping me with this project. I want his help. I want his ideas. He came to me kind of soon after with, "Hey man, the song is done. The song is finished, mixed and mastered." He was talking about, I didn't know what song are you talking about. He was talking about Breakaway. He got a friend of his to play a piano track on top of Breakaway, and then he sent all of that out to a mix engineer in Florida, and came back with what I will freely admit was a fantastic sounding track. Now, I asked him, where did you get the stems for Breakaway? Because I thought I was the only one that had them, and I thought maybe Patrick had them. But he said, he took the 2-track bounce, added piano tracks on top of that, and then sent them to this mix engineer in Florida to mix what I think was like a bunch of piano tracks on top of a 2-track bounce. And we unfortunately can't really use that for the final project, because all of the tracks I was just talking about are very special to me. Recording all of those tracks how they originally were, Patrick was really into me. We would argue all the time about, like, to me, like 44.1 is just as good as the highest sample rate. And this Breakaway project was recorded in 96,000 samples per whatever it is, 96K. So I have to switch over all my gear to open this Breakaway project to a very high sample rate, very high quality. It is just eating up all the resources on my computer. It was recorded in a really professional studio on this Neve console, with this really cool broadcast microphone. So I really want to preserve the integrity of all of that original stuff. I don't want to, as good as this producer's final mix master was, I really want to have some respect for the way it was originally recorded, the original song. I don't think I want extra piano tracks on anything. I don't think I need to reach out to many musicians. Maybe if there's something originally that was recorded that's like destroyed and I need to recreate it, maybe then I would hire a musician to put tracks on top of it. But I think the main idea of this project is to preserve originality of songs. So in order to get all of the information together, I need to take all these hard drives, sift through all of the project files, try to find. I've done a few hours of work on this already, but it really is gonna take 6 months. Now, Patrick has several computers, I'm sure, with internal hard drives that have a lot of this information on them, and I'm working with his brothers to try to recover those files. And it's tough. The tough thing is like people are grieving. I mean, this is really serious. This is not a time in my mind to, get it done, get it done, get it done. So I want to bring everyone along with me in these updates, even if just these updates are only for Patrick's family and close friends. I'm absolutely working on this. I want to go to Patrick's storage unit with his brother. I contacted him. I contacted one of his brothers last week. I called about scheduling to go over to Patrick's storage unit, and he said it's gonna have to be next week. And I hung up the phone with him, crying, and so this is a very sad situation. Everyone's going through different stages of grief. I know I definitely have. So I want to be extra sensitive to all of that while also doing this right. Now, there's another business part of this that people have brought up the idea of maybe a nonprofit. The way Patrick passed away was from accidental exposure to fentanyl. Now, I really want to raise awareness to this so this doesn't happen to other people. I want to do everything I can to any proceeds of. We all know that we're not making a ton of money from Spotify plays, but I do want to set up this album release as a business. I want to give it a chance for people to really hear it. I want to market it, and I want profits to go to a charity. Now maybe the correct solution is to find a charity that already exists, but a lot of the members of the band and people who have reached out to help have come up with the idea of creating a nonprofit centered around fentanyl, opiate type of families and people who've been affected by fentanyl and opiates. This is just a vague idea, so please let me know down in the comments if you've made it this far in the video. This is going on kind of long. We're at 20 minutes. So definitely let me know in the comments if I don't have the slightest clue of how to set up. We've mentioned 501c3. We have a lot of ideas for how to accomplish this kind of nonprofit and set up even a business around this that would bring in money for that nonprofit. So this is something I don't know about. And I'm lucky to have people around me who do know a lot about this kind of thing. So that's great. It's all in the works. Big things coming. That's kind of a joke to me now. How big things are coming. Big things are coming. Because a lot of times when I hear musicians say that, and big things are not coming. but absolutely big things are coming in this situation. You just like Patrick made that text announcement that I put on my first video as the thumbnail, that he was going to release our music in 2025. I am 100% going to make that happen. I am determined. 6 months is my deadline to have all of the material collected. Now, actually, I will say too, when I say that, I visualize this funnel that my therapist gave me, the mental image of a funnel. When you're talking about any project, the top of the funnel, that's all of the data, the people that are helping, this nonprofit, Patrick's family, Patrick's closest friends, all of the hard drives, all of the computers, all of the recordings. That's everything at the top of the funnel. That's going to be the most work. The most time spent is on all of that stuff at the top. And if you can successfully organize as much as possible at the beginning of the project, have excellent organization, have all of your resources in a row, then as the project goes on, the funnel narrows down, and that makes for more and more streamlined process of actually following through and finalizing this product. Because in my experience, that is the number one roadblock issue that musicians have. They have great musicians I know and work with, they have great songs. They're so talented. They're so good at what they do. They really are determined and work hard on it. But then making it into a finalized product, this is not generally something that musicians are great at. And this is what I am really, really working on. And this is what I think Patrick is still helping me even right now to achieve this. And I'm going to start breaking up before I can finish this video. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the nonprofit. Let me know what you think about any of this down there in the comments. And I'll catch up with you next time.